Hi, I'm Dzen.
I'm Allie.
I'm John. We formally met each other in 2017.
Where we served together as Connecticut FFA state officers.
We all shared a burning passion for agriculture, and that's where our friendship began.
We traveled the state, inspiring agricultural students to speak for themselves.
Showing them how to speak out and advocate for the agricultural industry. Teaching them to vocalize for those who could not. This project is a continuation of our work.
Our work to inspire people with the tales of agricultural innovation.
To show the world the amazing people of our industry, so that our farmers across Connecticut get the credit that they deserve. This is Completely
Connecticut
Agriculture. Change is certain, inevitable, and ultimately good. It shows resilience when facing obstacles and uncommon occurrences. Only the most dedicated and innovative among us are ready to face such challenges and come out stronger than ever. Our producers here in Connecticut face challenges every day. Numerous issues with weather, time, and financial strain. Yet no challenge is as great as meeting the constantly changing needs of the consumer. Through critical thinking and determination, our farmers must alter what they do and the services that they provide all the time in order to keep their customers happy and more people knocking on the door. By incorporating various markets under the umbrella of agritourism, our farms and farm families bring us weddings, flower picking, pumpkin mazes, and so much more, with change being the only truth in everyday life in agriculture. Our producers are doing everything that they can to keep up with the times and prosper. After our time with the Kaplans in Union, we headed back to the fertile and populated Connecticut River Valley. For our final stop on this journey, we were lucky enough to visit Podunk Popcorn and Dzen Tree Farm in South Windsor. John and Dan Dzen are the definition of savvy New Englanders who seek to make the best even better. Our goal was to find farms that embraced forward thinking and always enhanced their customers' experience. On Barber Hill Road in South Windsor, we found a perfect match.
So I'm Dan Dzen. I'm the fourth generation of the Dzen family to be involved in farming here in South Windsor. I own Podunk Popcorn, which is a small gourmet popcorn growing operation, and part of Dzen Tree Farm as well. We grow Christmas trees for choose and cut your own and pre-cut. We have our own reindeer, Santa and Mrs. Claus, and a gift shop, a cafe. It started when I was in high school in the FFA program at Rockville High School. I wanted to prove myself as someone that could run my own farm business. Growing up in a farm family, you're given many opportunities to be involved, but not necessarily to say that you started something. That's really where I wanted to kind of spread my own wings and grow a different crop that was completely different from the family. It actually it kind of started out backwards from the way most people do it. I was given a piece of equipment by a friend of the family, a small one-row corn planter, and he knew that I was interested in growing something, so this planter had many different seed attachments, and I didn't really know what to grow, and so I started growing sweet corn. After 3 years of failing miserably at that, my dad said, well, why don't you try popcorn? When I was a kid, I used to grow some. So of course, you know, any high schooler says, well, if my dad did it, I can definitely do it better. So I planted a half an acre and it sold like crazy. Food in Connecticut does taste better. It's not sitting on a truck and being sent halfway across the country, 3/4 of the way across the country. We grow things here that just taste better. It's important to sell ourselves as local, but it's also important to explain why local is better, and it's because it is fresh. It's grown by your neighbors. We all have a financial interest to grow safe food here in Connecticut because these are our neighbors. And if we don't have our neighbors buying our products, then who will? Nobody. So we have to try really hard to make sure that that's, food quality and food safety is kept really high. So I think farmers in Connecticut have to be adaptable to change. I know that us farmers are typically traditionalists, but in order to survive in this day and age of social media and the internet, we have to be constantly looking for ways to improve. I think patience is a big thing. We all have tight time goals and we want things done as soon as possible, especially people of my generation. our generation. You know, it's tough because we're so used to, we want everything right now, and that doesn't always happen. And being patient, flexible, and just riding the wave. We all have a plan when we start, but things are going to change along the way, and being, you know, adaptable and willing to adjust course, I think is really important.
Change comes hard. If it's not broke, don't fix it. So we have struggled over the years to go new places. We tend to over-research new projects. We tend to go and visit people that have successfully done it and try to avoid some mistakes by learning from their success. Change is a difficult thing to embrace, and what's put us in the forefront of the Christmas tree industry in Connecticut is that ability to change and not be afraid to try a few things and try and get ahead of the curve a little bit. That's really put us on the map. We're doing very well, don't get me wrong. We are truly blessed. But I want to know what we're doing tomorrow. I want to know what we're doing next year. I want to know, I've always taught my children that if you're not moving forward, then you're moving backwards. So we need to continue to push the envelope of where we are, where we're going, how we're reaching people, how we're meeting people's needs. If we don't get out ahead of that, then we just become just a plain Christmas tree farm. We want to be a destination. Our little tagline that's on all of our apparel and all of our printed ads, website, social media, everything, is where family traditions are made. And we're at the point now where we're into the third and fourth generation of families coming back to us. I have the coolest job in the world, bar none. You come and you get to hang out with my family. You choose a tree. You choose the best tree you can find. You take it home. You put it in your favorite room. The best tree, the favorite room. You only invite your favorite family to sit in your best room around the best tree. And you serve a special meal. I got the coolest job ever. We get to be part of your celebration of the birth of baby Jesus. The coolest thing for me, yesterday, we had 3 young couples get engaged on the farm. To me, that's breathtaking. Somehow or another, we have touched these 3 lives far enough where some guy with a ring decided to hang out with me. That's like the coolest thing ever. We've never done 3 in one day. That was yesterday's record. It's breathtaking. It really is.
So one of the farms that I was able to rent to start growing popcorn on, an older gentleman approached me and offered it to me because he knew I was a young farmer getting started in the area. And just making the community aware of your intentions and what you're trying to do, I think is huge. And just building relationships. If you see somebody in the coffee shop that's got a pickup truck labeled with so-and-so farm, introduce yourself, say hello. And I think the relationships are really important. I think the other thing too is trying to keep humility in mind. We all want to build something big and massive, but as a friend told me once, keep it small and keep it all.